because I have changed a few things. I'm using it on a wired thing, so just let me know if it sounds okay or not. Right, let's move into BTC. What we're here for right now, right? That's what we're here for. So let's move into this. Let me try and see if I can get the cursor. Yep, that's good. So this is what we were tracking in the last few days. And as you know, we were down here somewhere, and I said, look, if we're down here, it's all good. What's 2 days going to do? I clearly mentioned that just wait for Monday. Now, the reason I kept on saying Monday is because obviously, institutions. Also, by the way, guys, if you're on the stream, can you please um, share the stream link wherever you want to share it. Some of the automated ones will activate, but still manually just share it wherever you want to, so that everyone gets it basically. So where are we? Give me a second. Better than yesterday. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, well, basically, I'm not using anything. I'm using a different software. Probably that's what's doing the thing. But yeah, I mean, we can work on this. That's not an issue, right? We'll get there. Just all I need is basically you to tell me if it's too loud or not. Here, I've got this telling me that we're peaking out in the red, which may be a little bit loud. It might cut out, so I need to keep it down a little bit. But other than that, seems to be okay. And if I just move it away a little bit, yeah, this is what I'm seeing. So it should be okay. It's just different software react differently. So I'm using a different software just to kind of test it as well and see what's going on. Right, let's move this aside. Let's go back into the stream, right? We're not here for audio. We're here for two things today. One, we're going to talk about the crypto market. Obviously, as you can see, this is exactly from yesterday. This was where I was talking about how we need to hold. Unfortunately, if you look carefully, the situation that we had was everything looked awesome. But again, as a lot of people don't realize, remember I always say we need to confirm. And as you can see, we did not confirm this. We went up, but we did not confirm this. We broke down. So this is the kind of a situation we have, right? See this little resistance level here? It just struggled to go above that. So now we know this is a strong resistance. So this is going to be our near target, right? So now we're going to be always targeting this particular zone and saying, well, we need to break above this particular line for us to be bullish again. You see what I mean? But this was all expected solely because you know how I basically work on my stuff, right? I've always talked about it, expect a dump after a pump, right? It's this is how it works. So obviously this looked very, very bullish, and this is going to be bullish, by the way. So if you look carefully, we are bouncing on these support lines. This 47,840 with support, it's not exact, but we are definitely bouncing on that. But good news is it's all over. Good news is for the next 3 weeks, we should be positive again, unless the market wants to go down. So when we look at the weekly, again, this is, I mean, obviously you're looking at it in a negative way. It's like, oh, it's a red. But this was good. This was a healthy correction that we needed. Okay, and we found resistance exactly where we did the previous week's high was this week's resistance, and we took a rejection and we're going down a little bit, absolutely fine. If we can hold this $47,000 level, we should be okay, right? So this is what I'm looking for, but so far we're at 48.4, seems okay. Market's doing its thing. Tomorrow's Monday, all the institutions are back, all the banks and all the offices are open, and this line represents institutions literally. I'll be honest with you, this literally represents institutions. So that's what's going to happen here. So let's see how that goes. Guys, if you have any questions, please make sure to throw them in the chat and I'll definitely answer them. I don't have that long, so it's about 3:25 p.m. right now. I know that it took a long time to get the stream live, but that was because I was messing around with a few bots for you guys, basically. And we're going to go into that in the last segment and I'll show you this, right? So far, guys, all I'm going to say is just stay calm. Don't worry too much. Whatever we're doing here, it's actually okay. There's no harm in this. Also, if you look carefully, look at this particular line here. Now, you got to look at it on a smaller time frame to understand what's going on. So on a 4-hourly or hourly, right? Even the other chart I had, and I'll show you this, right? I'll show you this. The other chart I had. So you see, obviously, you're looking at this and you're like, oh my days, what's going on here? Well, actually, if you look at it, on an hourly, you can see how we were holding this support on the hourly for a very long time. You know, we were holding the support on the hourly for a very long time until we had this pump and then massive rejection. It was like, no, you're not going up, rejected. So that was where it took us down. And we'll look at some other stuff as well, just to kind of confirm this. But this is what's going on. I think I need to save this chart, but no. So yeah, this is what's going on. So if you look at the hourly, you can see that it's not that bad. You know, where we are, what we're doing, the bounces we're doing on the hourly is pretty okay, you know, because obviously you're going to use the line chart, just double check, and you can see the bounce is okay as long as we keep a trend line, because remember, all we need is a trend line, and we just want to respect that. So here you can see this earlier trend line we had, we broke above it, you know, and this is all on the hourly. You can see how we broke above it, and look at the bodies confirming that you didn't want to go up. We went up temporarily, we came down, bounced here, found rejection, came back here, rejection again, and that's what we're doing right now. We're holding this particular line, you know. So patience, that's all I'm going to say, patience, you know, because these are not easy zones to enter and survive, you know, because obviously we've had this whole big run here, and you can see that we're inside this zone. So remember, whenever we're inside a channel, and I'll talk about it quite a bit as well, whenever we enter a channel, it's always very risky. So if I was to put this here, for example, this is a channel, right? So whenever we're inside a channel, it's very risky. Also, there are multiple other types of channels as well, I'll be honest with you, right? So this is one type of channel, obviously. The other type of channel, so if we're in the hourly, for example, we can actually also see this as a channel. So I'll give you a good example. See this? This becomes a channel here. This is a channel here. So we need to break out of this or break down. Either way, we need to make a decision right now. So that's what we're seeing. Now let's have a look at the total market cap, see what that's doing. And we change that to daily. Because remember, when we're in doubt, we basically have a look, zoom in. But if we're not, then we look at this. Yep, looking good. Nothing to worry about. Just got a lower low, but you can see here that it's clearly showing you indecisiveness. This is decided. This is indecisive. This is decided, but this is indecisive. It's okay. I'm not that fussed about this. Let's not look at BTC. Let's look at dominance. Of course, the dominance goes up whenever the whole market crashes. We don't want to look at that. Ethereum dominance. Let's see how this is holding. Actually, this is bad. So what it's done here, as you can see, if we look carefully, look at the body. If we put one here, and that trend line we had, it just broke the trend line. So Ethereum dominance has just come down. That's why BTC dominance is going to go up a little bit now, obviously, and altcoin dominances are going to go up as well. So some of this dominance we can actually see in this kind of stuff. So if you look carefully, you can see the green here. Cardano dominance is just on a rip. You know what I mean? Look at it. Just gone parabolic, right? Cardano dominance. So that's what's happening with that. And also, by the way, guys, I made a mistake yesterday. I just realized that I think I said something like you need 4 Ethereum to buy a BTC. No, I was wrong. My bad. Sorry. It's not 4. The dominance had nothing to do with that. It was just showing the market cap. My bad. What I was talking about was actually this one here. I'll show you. ETH BTC. Right. I was actually talking about this one. Right. This is what I was talking about. So if we go to this level, what happens basically? So 0.8 of a BTC. That means you'd need about 89 Ethereum to buy a BTC. That's what I was talking about. So I made a little error. I thought, do you know what? I'm going to correct it while I remember this as well. So definitely going to correct that one. But yeah, let's have a look at Ethereum today. Still holding that box. I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, Ethereum is right now, this is unbelievable. Can you imagine this box here that we have? It's just staying there. It just doesn't want to get out of this box, which is fantastic to see, but scary at the same time, because this pattern we see here, you know, so far we've been holding it, which is good, but we could easily have this, and that is an M pattern double top, which we don't want. But so far it doesn't look like a double top, because if you look carefully, we've touched that top so many times. We've touched that top so many times. So far it looks good to me. In fact, if I look at a shorter time frame, then I see a complete different data, right? If you look here, it looks more like a W. Even on an hourly, for example, if you look carefully, it looks like a W. So, you know, we can track this as well. We can say, look, it looks more like a W, wants to break out. So it seems good to me so far. I'm not going to fuss too much about this, because the entire market, let's have, you know, we're going to observe it and see what's going on. Crypto market, let's refresh. 2.06 trillion. Yeah, again, volume is disgusting. Look at it. I mean, just look at this volume. I mean, if you compare this $374 billion giant and you compare it to Cardano, and you see $5 billion here and $13 billion here. I mean, this is just pathetic, isn't it? When you look at this, and then when you're looking at this $900 billion giant, and you look at this number, and it's like almost half or a little bit more than half, again, it's pathetic. Do you see what I mean? That's what you're looking at. So you're looking at the percentage, like this is how big it is. What the hell is going on here? This is how big it is. What the hell is this? And then look at this, how big this is, and look at how big this is. This is doing awesome. 5% of the global market cap is being traded. Absolutely fine. That's what we like, right? Not 5, but a little bit more. So, yeah, this is all awesome stuff. But yeah, I mean, Solana's on a rip. We all know this. Solana pumped yesterday, done another all-time high. It's been doing an all-time high every single day, basically. So that's been awesome. 1 second, let me just check the chat because I'm not even sure if there's any questions or anything. Let's have a look. Any questions, guys? Any questions? All right, if not, then we're just going to carry along, follow along, because we don't have too much time. Where is it? So, exchange flows. It's okay. I'm not going to be too bothered about any of this stuff. Exchange reserve. We know that it's been coming back in again, as you can see. Look, I'll show you. Right, and we talked about it yesterday as well, that it didn't look good. And this is today. I mean, look at this. This is today. Look, it's bounced back in again. What we're going to see is a spike down and just keep on going down, like something like this. That's bullish, right? So it was obviously it's the weekend. Let's not bother too much. Let's wait for it on Monday and see what happens. So Sunday, I mean tonight, when the candle closes, it should be quite cool. Other than that, looks awesome. I wouldn't really fuss too much. Let's have a look at Grayscale and see what Grayscale is saying to us. It's still Friday's data, nothing much there. Let's look at long versus shorts. Let's see how many people got wiped out. Hi, Ayekta. The volume should be relevant enough, like, close to a few percent, right? Because if you're trading, I'll show you, and I'm going to show you this in a bit. So we're pretty balanced here, by the way. If you can look carefully, visually, you can see pretty balanced. The longs versus shorts, pretty even, you see? Pretty even. So, yeah, I mean, this is not that bad, 50-50, basically. So both sides are losing. Can you talk about the GME gap? No point. CME, yeah, no point. Again, that's got some people follow that, institutions follow that. For us, we're 24-hour crypto. We don't need to follow the CME gaps. It doesn't make any difference for us. CME gap opens up, right? So there's a massive gap, and I can answer this right now. So what happens in CME is you have this few days candle missing, right? And they call that a gap because they don't trade on a Saturday, Sunday, obviously. So when they come back on a Monday, then they reevaluate that and then adjust the balance. And they adjust the balance with our data. So they have their fake data, which is a Monday to Friday. And then because they have no data on Saturday and Sunday, they use our 24-hour data, connect it back to that, and call it a CME gap, or the gap just closed. But yeah, it really doesn't make any difference for us unless you're an options trader. It absolutely, CME gaps doesn't even bother us. So as a crypto fanatic or crypto main, hardcore crypto thing, you should be only looking at your own crypto charts, the 24-hour charts. CME gaps, they're blanks. You know what I mean? They're just stupid. I don't even know what they trade on this stuff because they're always betting. Remember, options is betting. You're betting. I trust what I believe is going to go to that price. What I believe is going to go to that price, and it's just a bet. It's just a promise, basically, And if it comes true, you win. If it doesn't, you can easily pull out. So this is one of the ways people do it with a very small amount of money. They trade options, and it's like a little bet, as I said. So that's what's happened. Now, volume, right? Let's go into volume and let's talk about volume again, right? It's very simple maths, right? And I hope you can see this screen if it's bright enough. So I don't know if you can see this, right? So here, for example, I'll show you here. We've got $2.07 trillion in the market cap, right? So this is the entire global market for 11,459 coins. So we know we've got almost 11,500 coins, and we have $1 trillion market cap. Very simple calculation. Out of that, we know close to 1 trillion is just BTC. So we know that half of the market is BTC. Makes sense, absolutely. We can also confirm this by looking at the dominance of these coins, right? When we look at the dominance, we can see, where is it? Circulating dominance. Okay, I think I switched off the dominance, but you can also see this in the dominance. There is a section here where you can go and see the dominance, but that doesn't matter, right? Point is this is number one, this is number two. When you add these numbers together, right, we should have, I think it's 62%, 62 or something. What is it? Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, 62%, right? So this should be the entire 62% of the market. So if it's 62% of this 2.7 trillion, right, then that would leave us around $400 million worth of other crypto. Fair play. Then we know that we have close to 100 here and close to 100 here. So combining all of this, that's like 70% of the entire market, if that makes any sense to you, right? So if you're looking at this, that's like approximately 75% of the entire market. So then you've got all these other shit coins and USDT pegs and everything, right? And we're looking at this volume and we're seeing only $100 billion volume. Remember, 1,000 billion makes a trillion, right? So this is, what was this, 93? So this is only 10% of 900 billion, right? But that's the entire market trading this. And then when we break it down and say, okay, fine, we've got 90 something billion dollars here, 93 billion. Where is the trades? And we see 27 here. So already 1/3 is here. We see another almost 14 billion here. So we see 1/6 here. When you add them together, it's almost pretty much 2/3 of the market. And when this is how you look at it. So when you're looking at how low the volume is compared to its market capitalization, you can get an indication that not much action is happening here. People are actually not interested in buying and selling. Also, when you're looking at the volume, remember this total 24-hour volume figure is the total inclusion of buys and sells. So any buying, any selling, any trading, any leverage, everything is accounted here as a total volume. So it's not telling you exactly how much has been bought or exactly how much has been sold, but it's saying this is the total amount of money that has changed hands. Very simple. So we know that this is indicating it's not bullish. And also if you look at this, remember, this is 10% of this entire market cap of just Bitcoin. It's 10%. And if this is 1/3 of that, then that makes this 0.03%, right? 0.03 or 0.03%. Yeah, or I think, yeah, something like that of this entire market cap. So it's just not reflecting. I'm not sure when you started crypto, but if you went back, say even last year, this was doing 100. When we were not even in $1 trillion, we were doing $100 billion here when we were not even a trillion. When we were sitting, the entire market cap was sitting around 200 billion. We were doing 100 billion here. So you can see the bullishness, the sentiment just by looking at this. You can judge, okay, what's going on here. So this volume is very important. It gives you a rough indicator of what direction the market's moving. So when we see Cardano has a lovely volume, 5% of its entire market cap, this is telling us Cardano is very bullish. When we see this and we see that it's 37, say for example, we see 1.5%, we know that it's not that bullish. When we see 0.3% here, we should be concerned here. Do you know what I mean? So it's a very small percent, very small, lovely percentage here. 5% of the market is pumping here. This is awesome, right? Even this one, for example, 81, we can say close to about 1.5–2% here. So I mean, it's just one of those kind of things. You just got to look at this data and say, well, how does it look? I mean, look at this one, 26, 2. That's 10%, almost close to 9% or 10% of its entire value being traded here. That's very, very bullish. So you see how you calculate stuff. You got to do this balance and then think. Yes, BTC dominance going low is different, right? So I'll explain how BTC dominance works, right? Let me explain this. Let me take you to a chart and explain how BTC dominance works. So you see when BTC dominance goes down, nothing much happens. Your altcoins will start to pump. That's all it is. Okay, BTC dominance literally means altcoins will start to pump, right? So, us coming down here is absolutely fine. There's no harm in BTC dominance being low. When BTC dominance is high, the entire market is literally going to be in a bear market. All these exit scams, all the coins are going to fail. That's when BTC dominance goes up. The only reason BTC dominance was high here was because there was only one, like in the beginning, there was only Bitcoin, and then there was a few coins here. Like we didn't really have as many BTC, as many coins as we have now. In fact, this channel in the beginning we were talking about, I think it was 7,000 or 8,000 coins, and now we have 11,500 coins. So you can see we've had 3,500 more coins. Every time a new shit coin comes out, and excuse me for saying this, but every time a coin comes out, this dominance starts to drop. You see what I mean? So there's absolutely no harm in the dominance dropping. I mean, BTC dominance in the future, if we have 100,000 coins and if dominance is 10%, still fine. There's absolutely no issues with that. What we're looking at when we're talking about the entire market, we're looking at the volume here, saying the market capitalization means that's the total value for this 11,500 coins, and then we're looking at how much of that value is being traded, and we can see a very, very small amount, 0.01%, 0.01, or no, 0.05%. So that's like 0.05% of the total market is being traded here. And out of that, we know that the BTC is king, which has almost half the volume, half the market capital, almost $1 trillion. And then out of all of this volume, we know that BTC volume has been 30%, right, of the total volume. So you see what I mean? So there's a lot of maths in there. Obviously, my maths is not probably the best, but the point is that's how you observe to see what's going on. Dominance going down means only altcoin dominance goes up. So if we go back in here, for example, and we start looking at dominance, right, I'll show you what I mean. So you see, this is the total market cap doing this. So this is the entire market cap. And then when you look at this, for example, no, not this one. Sorry, my bad. Let me get it for you. So this is without any what do you call this, without any Bitcoin or any Ethereum on it, right? This is the total market cap, and you can see the total market cap right now is just pumping. It's like, what's the high today currently? So currently sitting at about 786 billion dollars. You know what I mean? So it's just pumping. It's pumping a lot. Also remember the valuation, guys. Remember, okay, this is another thing I got to really. So you see here, you see $2 trillion. This is not a true capitalization. This is actually what's coming from the exchanges. Now let me explain how some of this works. Say for example, somebody goes and buys a whole bunch of Uniswap tokens for $100, and the volume shows up here. Then the market cap also reflects that as well. So once somebody buys, say for $100 a Uniswap, the entire market cap changes and values the whole project as, that value. And that can sometimes manipulate prices. So you've got to be really, really careful about this stuff. No, you didn't get it. Bro, okay, I don't know if you're... Okay, Yekta, let me explain this to you. USDT is nothing, right? Is nothing. What you're gonna get? Are you gonna get a dollar? Are you gonna make a $1.10, or is it gonna go up or down in price? No. USDT is USDT. It's just pegged to a money. Why its volume goes up is because people are cashing out of this and waiting on here to buy the dip. That's why it pumps. When we see the Tether volume go up, we know the market's going to be bearish, and I've been talking about in the previous videos. Look at the USDT volume. In fact, I can probably show it to you here as well. Right? Whenever the USDT volume starts going up, you got to be very careful, because that means that basically, let's have a look. Volume, right? Look, once you see this, you can visualize which is the biggest and which is the smallest. Once you see money coming into this kind of a coin, that means people are cashing out, waiting on the sidelines to pick up these coins. You can be bullish on USDT or your own native currency. What you're going to really make? Is a pound going to give you another pound? No. Is a dollar going to give you another dollar? No. But at 48,000 BTC could go to 50. It could go to 45. So we can see an up and down in this, but this, nothing. wherever you go, you will still find a dollar pegged to this. It will always be a dollar. Whatever you see here, doesn't matter. You'll always see a dollar. So that's what you got to understand when you're looking at volume. This is confusing to some people, but this is only because people are waiting on this amount. They took their profit here, they're sitting here to rebuy again, if that makes any sense to you. So I'm not going to make this any longer. Let's go into the Discord right now. So we've connected a Discord server right now. And this is the Discord server, basically. I don't know if you can see this. It says, whatever it says, right? SD crypto server. So the link's there as well. And I've been playing around with a few bots, and that's one of the reasons why I was quite late. So what I've did was I've connected this HODL bot. And with this HODL bot, it will give you the news feed, charts, and multiple other stuff that if you need, right? And I'll kind of, what I'll do, I'll pin the stuff there, basically, you know, or whatever you want for the commands, basically. So you can actually go to this newsfeed and it would automatically post regular news, whatever comes out, any particular news you want to know, you know, whatever it thinks, it would just constantly push it to you. So that's what's going on. So very simple. Now, what I've done here is if this particular area here, you see what it did? As soon as my video went live, look, automatically it pushed the video link here. So this is the main server. It clearly says here main server chat, main chat. If you look here, SD crypto live streams. Now what you can do is on of these you can actually start following these. So you can choose which one you want to follow, by the way. You can mute anything you don't want to be on and keep whatever you want, but I recommend this main server is very important. So this three I've kept together, as you can see, and you will find the links automatically come here. It's a lot more robust this way. So any guys who's ever wondered, you know, how do we talk to you, or how do I get the links, or YouTube not giving us the you know, giving us the notification, well, now you're always going to get this. So remember, main chat is very important. That's where we're going to have all the conversation, and I'm going to spend a lot of time here. This is where all the live streams are going to be pushed out, and this is where you get all your news feeds. Right, and it's very simple. You can just come here and literally ask the bot to do it for you. So if you ask HODLbot to give you a chart, and you write chart and write Ethereum, and that was a BTC one, he will go and find you an Ethereum chart, give you the chart. So any latest data you want, this bot will go and find it, as long as it's crypto related. It's connected to multiple exchanges. It will do all of this for you instantly and tell you the price. Actually, it will even give you predictions as well. But we're not going to talk about any of that crazy stuff today here, because I wouldn't really trust the bot for this. But yeah, this is important. This is one of the reasons why you're here. So remember, you want to chat, you chat here. All the links will be posted here. Newsfeed, all the latest news globally in the crypto market will be posted here. It will do it automatically for you. I have activated that. If you have questions for me that you want me to talk about, this is where you're going to come and ask me those questions, and I will basically easily talk about it. And any other crazy stuff you can put here. But this stuff here, look, random chat. You can go and have a random chat with yourselves and do whatever you want. Have a bit of fun. No issues at all. Memes, photos, videos, fan art, you name it, everything's here. Also, I've made an advertisement section. So if you have something you want to promote or anything, please keep it in the self-advertisement. You know, video advertisement, YouTube advertisement, TikTok, whatever. Go, there's an advertisement section. Go there, grow your channel. That's what I want you to do. Also, I have some other announcements that basically, so I'm going to be starting to update those things. Some of these I haven't activated yet, but I have activated one thing so far, and this is this giveaway. So what the target is, $10,000 when we achieve this. So go and read it. You're going to like it. So only you will find it here. So what you have to do to get this is like, share, subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the Twitter, because I'll be notifying it through this, and obviously Discord as well. So most of the announcement is going to happen on the Discord, but at the same time, I'm going to actually also do it through the Twitter as well. So I'm going to keep them combined. So there's another bot as well. So I'm going to connect the bot, which is going to go and find these same people. So if it knows that you're in all three locations, then you got a higher chance of winning. So make sure, go out there and do that. And the more people we get, the quicker we get to this. And what I've done is 10% of this. So the targets are very small. very small, and we're going to 1 million subscribers anyway, so there's no point even looking at this. This is minor, okay? This is minuscule. So imagine what happens when we go to 1 million subscribers. So yeah, I just want to give you a nice intro into this particular thing. So remember, guys, this is where all the action happens, especially this. It will automatically post live links here. I'll try and see if I can get it to activate and also post here as well, but other than that, I mean, just post it here. So remember, this Discord is going to be awesome for everybody, and I highly recommend you go out there and check this one out, basically, because this is where all the action is going to happen, right? So yeah, I hope this was informative. Other than that, I'm not going to waste any more time. It's almost 3:51. But yeah. And Yakta Gulen, yes. For you, your answer, are we bearish? We were bearish. I was very bearish for the last whole week and a half, 2 weeks, coming up to this options expiry. I was very bearish. Okay, I've been warning people, telling everybody to, stay back and observe the market. Also, when we started pumping back up, everyone was getting excited. You can see from any of my videos for the last 3 or 4 days, I was not. I said, I'm going to stand on the sideline. I'm going to stand on the sideline. So I did exactly what I did. And I spent most of my time configuring this server to make this Discord server awesome. Because I know a lot of the guys have talked about how they're not getting notified or anything. Well, now, guess what? This is the community. This is what we've built. And we just got to grow it, get as many people on there. And then you guys make this whole channel an awesome channel. So we're not going to do this Telegram because there's a lot of scammers there. I don't need your WhatsApp because that would disclose your phone number or disclose my phone number or anything like this. We don't need none of that business. Discord server, anyone can come in, get verified, do your stuff, and I've got the highest level of verification. So if you're not a verified Discord member, you're not getting in anyway. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to protect everybody and protect myself as well. And even then, I know there's going to be a whole bunch of scammers who will still come in. So just be careful when you use this kind of any kind of a public things. Also remember, on most of my videos, right at the end, you will find a lot of scammers posting their links. Just ignore them. I would never ask for your money. I would never give you a Telegram link. Remember, Discord is what we have. So yeah, I mean, check out the giveaway stuff on Discord, and hope you guys enjoy. And obviously, as I said, I'll be spending a lot of time when I do come on there, would be mostly on the main chat. So main chat's going to be where I'll be having a chat with everybody. But for the subscriber questions, remember, if you have something, just give me a shout, and we take it from there and we move forward. But other than that, guys, market's looking awesome. Honestly, to me, everything looks okay. It's doing exactly what we expected. That's the reason why I'm saying this. Honestly, I have no other reason to say something like this. It's just done what it was supposed to do. So yeah, no complaints here, no complaints here. Because the next round is once we get past this, once we get past this, the next round is pretty much we should go up, So tonight we should confirm. Let's see what happens. So wait for midnight. Other than that, I want to really thank everybody who's come to the chat today, who's come to the group today, asking questions and everything. It's been awesome. And obviously, if you're watching this video later on, then then what you can do is in the comments, if you like what you're seeing, just hashtag SDCrypto, and the channel name, just hashtag that, and just a little thumbs up, a like would help. That's all I'm asking. A little like, share, subscribe really helps, and join the group for the giveaway. So, and we see how we go from there. So make sure to subscribe here. Make sure to subscribe to the Twitter, and make sure to go to the group and continue the conversation. And you never know, I might pop up there and drop some charts or something. You know what I mean? So let's be awesome. So other than that, guys, I'm not going to talk anymore. I think I've bored you enough. Let's go and say adios, my amigos.